going to be AeroLink and Critter.
Ooh, okay. So AeroLink did an excellent job earlier with his Palutena. Correct?
Yes, that's very correct.
Using those forward airs and just really messing with that range and running amok on his opponents.
Oh, yes. And Critter is choosing Ike. He seems to have found his spirit animal in the manliest of swordsmen. AeroLink taking a slight lead, 56%. Palutena has excellent mobility and an excellent tick throw, as well as a very good fair. Everything else is very slow and very situational.
Yes. But you've seen it previously. You'll get some use out of seeing the opponent telegraph their approach back onto the stage and using that awesome pillar of light that's just sitting there waiting.
The up smash is gigantic. It is the needle in the haystack that will definitely impale you multiple times. AeroLink thought he had a jump, tried to jump into an up B, ends up missing the ledge because of it. Gives Critter an early lead in this best of 3.
Oof.
All right, so we're going back to neutral. AeroLink reading a good down air by Critter. Tries to get the grab, but ends up messing it up. Ooh, one of the things that Ike is going to have to focus on is he's got big telegraphed moves. He's going to have to use his range to really make AeroLink pay for...
Just like I was saying earlier.
Threading the needle.
Oof. Great timing. Great timing done by AeroLink. So far, we've been seeing some good work by both of these guys. We still got these guys are within reasonable percentages.
Oh, yes.
So and it's still anyone's game at this point.
Oh, yes. And especially with AeroLink's going to have a bit of trouble. Actually, I can kill early.
Yes.
Right? With that back air at like 50-something%. Ooh!
With punishes.
Almost tries to get a cold steel into an up smash. If AeroLink got hit by that, that would have probably been the game. Oh! That was another read by Critter. That's 2 reads.
Oh, no. Here it comes. Punishing the whiff. Critter is on recovery, trying to get back onto the stage. Oh,
wow. Okay. So the forward air of AeroLink is actually a
that's it! One good read.
What? Well, okay. So, yeah.
Let's go, Critter.
Ike, where have you been? in the hyperbolic time chamber with Critter, that's where he's been.
Yes.
So up tilt is apparently a kill move. I have learned something new. I'm sure you have too, because this is the first Ike you've ever seen. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really awesome.
All right, so we're going on to game number 2. AeroLink going for the salty run back. What I was mentioning before is that Palutena's fair is not used for the knockback, but rather used for the lack of knockback.
So you can continuously keep hitting them and poking them with it.
Yes. You're going to notice a down throw into fair, and he's going to branch off into multiple flow charts depending on how his opponent is reacting to him.
Absolutely. Okay. Interesting.
So that's sort of the game plan. Critter's going to essentially be using his large disjoints, something that isn't very prevalent in Smash 4 in general.
Right.
He's going to be, that was an excellent down tilt. He's going to be using those disjoints to punish AeroLink as best he can at that mid-range. And that's going to be sort of his goal throughout this process.
So a lot of his moves have quite a bit of startup on it, correct?
They have startup and they have end lag.
At that point, it's going to be he's going to have to do a good job of trying to read his opponent, trying to see what's going to be coming, and try to do his best to see what is going to beat it out.
And a lot of it really is going to be sort of, you can imagine it in certain ways as, like, when it comes to his tilts, you can think of them as pretty standard to Ike and Brawl. And my
Let it
goodness. I mean, most of his gameplay is going to be pretty much the same as Brawl. He got a bit of a nerf on his actual range. Most characters got a nerf on their range in comparison to Brawl. So,
oh boy,
that's what I was mentioning before with those the branching of the flowcharts. Does down throw, doesn't even go for the fair.
Wow. So Critter is still doing his best to put the hurt on AeroLink. There's quite a bit of a percentage difference here, but if anybody can make this work, it's definitely Ike.
Yeah. Well, so with Palutena, it is very difficult to actually get a kill. You can do like a back throw, but it's going to take those hard reads that you just saw to really end up sealing it, unless it's somewhere in like the 160s to 180 range.
Right.
So right there, yeah. Ends up getting a whiff punish with up smash. Critter ends up flying off the screen.
Great read.
To end up having a pretty good game, too.
That was pretty solid.
So, game 3, I don't know what stage Critter would want to go to. All characters, their up smash. Normally, if you were playing Brawl, Ike, you could choose like Battlefield, because you can have your up smash hit the platform, right? But all characters up smash hits the platform
in Smash 4.
In Smash 4.
Interesting.
So he could go with it. It looks like he's going to go for Town and City instead. That's probably going to give him more options for recovery.
Yes.
He has very linear recovery in general, whereas Palutena can go in any direction.
Similar to Zelda.
Yes. Same exact thing, outside of the fact that Zelda has a hitbox on the end, whereas Palutena has no hitbox whatsoever.
Perfect. So getting started, we see pretty even percentages. These guys are both going on the offensive, trying to be very aggressive. We're seeing... Gets punished for the whiff throw.
Good pivot grab. Multiple fairs. Just pushing them off. Relatively unsafe roll. So they're just filling each other out in this game number 3. 2 stocks apiece. Very even percent. Although one thing to be aware of, I can kill much, much earlier than Palutena. So AeroLink has to be very careful with that.
Oh, now we're going to see Palutena try to see if she can go in for another throw again. There it is.
Down throw, going for a fair.
Standard stuff that you've been seeing AeroLink doing all these games.
Yeah, and what's really, really smart. Oh,
that whiff. That was some scary stuff. Dodging a bullet.
Oh, ends up catching him jumping. What's really smart that Critter has caught on is you can avoid the mix-ups of the fair by just jumping. If you just jump away or jump in, you avoid the mix-up of am I going to grab you, up smash you, whatever.
Right.
And then you can just move on and go back to neutral because of that.
Oof. Well, at this point, Palutena is using great use of those aerials again. Standard stuff yet again, using the down throw. We got to see if Critter can try to see if he can find his way around that and fight back a little bit more. Oh!
That up till
so
almost
close.
Kills again.
He's winding it up.
Critter's getting a little bit thirsty for these kills. I can kill with practically anything.
Like a back air? Can he kill with a back air? No, not yet. He's going to get there, though. Three-piece combo? Oh, no, just change it up.
No, you just want it. Forward smash was still a bit thirsty. I really want to see a bit more tilts. He can really take advantage of that range that he has over Palutena. Trying to get a couple more fairs that would also do well, but AeroLink does very well in these sorts of predicaments where he has the percent lead, he has the stock lead, he just slowly inches ahead bit by bit until he whittles down his opponent.
Oof.
All right, so we're going back to neutral. Critter's being pushed off the stage at the moment.
Just recovering.
Yeah. AeroLink can't really do a whole lot to that recovery. It's a bit of a complex recovery to Gimp or anything like that. So he's just going to essentially let Critter back on.
Yep.
Good dash attack.
But at this point, oh my goodness! He has some percentages to play with. Ike is at Critter's at 125.
Yep,
finds the wings. Is he going to come back on?
He survived.
Oh!
No, he's still going to make it.
Still got time.
I mean, Critter can really come back from this. One of the interesting things is that momentum in this game is very strong. Like you can do a lot of. Oh man!
Fighting his way back on, Critter.
Yeah. He's just got to be really careful because AeroLink's reading his jump patterns, and he's catching him multiple times with whenever he's in the air, which shouldn't happen because Ike has dominance over Palutena in the air. So AeroLink ends up taking it with I think it was a dash attack, ends up taking the set with a pretty close 2-1.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, very good.